Hello, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and get the letter pulled up for today. If you are tuning in, I want you to go ahead and share this live. Leave all your comments in the comment section. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, today's letter says, Dear Pearl, I have a roommate and I'm having a problem with her paying her half of the bills. She always says she's short on the bills, but I'm noticing it's becoming routine. I'm the responsible one and she's very irresponsible. What should I do? Well, situations like these are always very difficult because when you live with someone, you kind of have to do your research on that person first. I always tell people, you never know a person until you move in with them. And that's friendship wise, relationship wise, anything, situation wise, anything you have going on. You never know a person until you live with them. And you have to do your background check on people. I do not take what people tell me for face value. I will always do my research on that person. Like, I will be honest with you. I've never had a roommate because I don't believe in it for this very reason. You have some people, like you mentioned, you're the responsible one. She's the irresponsible one. She knows you're going to pay the bills because if not, what happens? Eviction. It affects your credit. And people play on those two things, knowing that, hey, she's going to pay it, so I can keep telling her I'm short on the bills. I never wanted a roommate, never had a roommate. I'm not against it, but I just never wanted to go through these type of problems. I don't really know the background of the situation. I don't know if this is a friend roommate or this is just someone when y'all went into a mutual agreement, hey, let's be roommates, let's split the bills. But I will tell you one thing, anytime you're dealing with a situation like this, it's always best to have things in black and white. I don't know if all the bills are in your name or they're in both of y'all name, because sometimes if you go into agreement or at least together, by law both of your names will be on the lease. But I don't know if y'all are just roommates and the lease is in your name. I don't know the whole situation. But what I will tell you is all these things have a huge influence on her not to want to pay her half. Sometimes people feel like if it's in your name, hey, that's on you. If you don't pay it, that's on you. And they're very inconsiderate. That's why when you decide to move in with people or let people move in with you or even move in together, you have to have all these facts in hand. Hey, what are you going to pay? When do you get paid? I tell people all the time, you need to have it in black and white. You need to have it in black and white, because black and white is the only thing that's going to stand up in a court of law. And I hate that you have to go through this, but you're going to have to make a decision. And even nowadays, if you wanted her to move, the law is so crazy. You have to give her 30 days to find somewhere to stay. So you just have to be careful of situations like this. And I know sometimes we all go through hardships, so it's convenient for us to get someone to help us out. We have a roommate. We split everything down the middle. But I'm just a believer of I'll struggle on my own if I have to. That way, if something's not paid, it's on me, because that has to be nerve-wracking that every time it's time to pay bills, she never has her half. So I would definitely tell you, number one, don't ever do this again. Like I said, sometimes roommates work out fine with certain people. They love it. It's just, to each his own, but I can personally say it's not for me. So if you ever decide to ever do this again, I would definitely tell you, do your background on the person. Make sure they're responsible and they have a good rental history or they pay their bills. You can kind of tell if a person is responsible or not. Secondly, you need to have something in black and white. Y'all need to establish who pays what, when is it due, how much is it. Have all that laid out so they won't have any excuse as to, oh, I didn't know, or when is this due. And thirdly, I would basically tell you to just be very careful of who you move in with. I think that we as people, we never realize how big these decisions are until we're actually in it. It's easy to say, hey, let's move in together. But do you really, really know that person? So that's what I want you to think about if you ever decide to do this situation anymore. But I definitely thank you for writing into the Pearl Show. Everyone watching, you can leave all your comments and advice in the comment section of the live. Don't forget to follow me on all social networks at Pearl the Celebrity and subscribe to my YouTube at The Pearl Show.